Hello, Aquarius North Nodes. Sun, Moon, and Rising, thank you all so much for coming for your North Node Life Purpose reading. Alright, those of you who are watching it for North Nodes, you already know what this is. And for those of you that this is a general reading, it's just keep getting you in touch with what is going on and how this Sagittarius season is affecting all of you. All right, so let's see how the season, like I already said, is affecting you guys. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety, stress, worry, some of you being undecisive, feeling stuck surrounding your finances. Some of you, it's about a marriage that you are already in or that you're gonna get into, that you're trying to stay optimistic about, but then there are some things that you feel stuck in and confused about, and it's causing you a lot of anxiety. I guess you want to know how things are gonna go. You're trying to stay optimistic about it, but there are some things that are making you feel like uneasy for some of you guys. All right, but at the end of the day, like I said, you feel very stuck somehow. Okay, like things are not moving maybe the way you want it at this time. Some of you have too many options with decision making and how you can't figure out your own emotions. You're over stressing about your desires, and this is separate from the marriage situation, or even some success that surrounds whatever work you do. It could be a promotion, it could be you making more money that you're waiting on, that you feel stuck because it's not happening the way you want it quickly or whatever. But like I said, there's also some emotional imbalance here that is happening because you are overthinking everything and feeling so stretched out, having too many things on your mind, or it's like you have too many options. Maybe for some of you, a decision is not very easy for you at this time because you have the Two of Swords and you have the Seven of Cups. There is something that is ahead of you that is just too much for you, that you can figure out, all right, at this time, and that is causing an imbalance because you're overthinking things. Like I already said, that there's even some anger issues surrounding this. Like I said, for some of you it's about your career, and for some of you it's about marriage, and also about money, separately about money too. I see this here. But at the end of the day, see, I also feel like this storm warning here that you guys have here, the Six of Staffs and clarifying that to me is like some changes that you're going through that is going to be positive for you, but I guess it's not that easy because it's surrounding certain things, some things that you have to work through mentally, and staying focused and being positive about these changes. Like I said, it could be an upgrade. It could be some of you realizing that you need to go back to school and study some things. Just your personality may be changing and gaining some upgrades, and it's causing an inner turmoil for you. Some of you have been holding on to certain issues that is stressing you out for a long time, and so you busting out, and I feel like it has a lot to do with you winning in the things that you've been putting so much work in. It could be, like I said, towards marriage or career in a way, okay, or just your dreams and aspirations. You are like hoping for positive news, upgrades and stuff like that, okay. But like I said, there is some indecisions and emotional stuff attached to all of this, okay. I also feel like maybe this indecision could be connected to too many options, and look, you have hostilities right underneath it, okay, and you overthinking, because the thinking man is you here. I can tell, some of you is really about your money, okay, and you developing strategies on what you're gonna do, feeling all tied up maybe in some relationship issues or some commitments that you've made, and you needing to like kind of sit down and figure it out and asking for spiritual help. I see here now, sitting down meaning meditation and, trying to tap into your higher self and, do what you have to do. But definitely there's some financial constraints here, some anger issues, and people around you angering you and putting you into some heated temper that you want to slash out at people, but you're definitely in your head. All right, overthinking everything. I mean, it's you're analyzing a situation that is tearing you up somehow. And I feel like it's connected to all of this stuff that I talked about. And also, some opportunities that are in front of you that you may need to take, but maybe you don't have all the money to do it. It could be that too, some opportunity or something that you need to do that you don't have all the money to do, to take care of. But I feel like, there is some financial issues going on with you, my Aquarius North Nodes and Sun, Moon, and Rising, because this Three of Keys here to me is talking about, it could be about promotions, you being at a job that they're supposed to be considering you for this winning, this victory, this success, this leadership role, this promotion, and they're playing games with you, playing hardball with you. Like some of you may need to even be in front of your leaders at your job, going through some form of questioning or maybe some sort of interviewing that's going to push you up in the organization, but they're playing really hard and putting you in situations that you don't feel too comfortable about, but it's like this is about your finances, and you worrying about your money not having enough savings and all that stuff, like I already said. So naturally this is what is hidden from you. You definitely need some treasure which you don't have at this time, or you're scared of losing it all, not having enough to do anything, and this promotion being dragged out and people messing with you at your job. They probably need to go ahead and promote you and they're messing with your head. Yeah, just like I was saying, like these board members, they just don't agree with you, your ideas, and their ideas are like in total conflict, but you may be in the right, but they're just really proving difficult for you, and this is putting some disruptions and delays and worries when it comes to your money here, like I already said. Yeah, you're definitely going through some financial constraint here for sure. All right, what you need to know about your life purpose, my Aquarius North Nodes, is that some of you are all being reminded that you could be writers, you could be speakers, teaching, anything that has to do with body work, which is energy healing, massage therapy, physical therapy, exercise training, stuff like that. And then also spirits are telling you that anytime you are changing, because some of you may be considering changing your career, all right, and moving to a different company, whatever it is that you're thinking of doing, you're being protected by spirit. Okay, so that's what you need to know right now on your path, my Aquarius North Node, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, now let's look at what you're focused on right now. You guys seem to be really trying to tap into your spiritual power to see you through, which is what I also saw in there. And the Hierophant is another way of you tapping into your higher self, right? Because it's about learning what is going on around you in society and you finding your own place, and redefining your belief systems and things, and what works for you and what doesn't. And so I know that there's a lot of boundaries and things that is pushing you within yourself because of this Hierophant in here, because of all this turmoil and stuff that is going on. So it's natural that you be tapping into your third eye, visualizing the correct outcome, trying to see things the way you want it, through meditation, and tapping into your divine consciousness for more light, more expansion, to build you up and to light the way for you. So you're using your spiritual abilities and doing your spiritual practices, and trying to gain support and gaining support from your spiritual team, just so you can move past all of this. That's where your focus is. That's what I would do if I'm in something like this that is a bit too hectic for you emotionally, okay? But Spirit is suggesting that you do something else. Rather, they want you to focus on opening and working on your base chakra, which is all about your material comforts and you being stable, because you're going through some financial stuff. So your focus, instead of being in your head, should be focused on working on opening your base chakra, which will in turn open doors for you more to deal with your emotional upsets and feelings, and you'll be able to take a better hold of your emotions and desires, okay, and find some stability with your emotions as well by paying attention to what is truly going on around you. That's what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying that work on getting on your financial feet again through opening up your your base chakra, and working on what you need to do so that opportunities start opening up for you and you don't feel insecure. This is the way of you getting yourself out of everything, because once you reopen or you work on opening your base chakra, you would ground the energies and you'll be able to figure out, and things will come easily to you, and you're not going to be stressing and worrying and being out of balance when when you have this financial situation, or a promotion situation that needs to happen that may not be happening the way you want it, and all the stuff that I'm seeing here, because this of stuff could be about some kind of promotion, or even you getting recognition in society that things are not going the way you want it, because this is clarifying that storm, because so it's giving you some anger issues, so Spirit wants you to work on this, grounding your emotions, finding stability and finding peace within yourself by paying attention to everything that's going on around you, using your spiritual abilities though, staying in the present also, and not getting all over the place, which means bring your energies, bring your focus and concentration on solving the issue at hand, okay, and not being all over the place, okay? So that's what they want you to be focusing on, my Aquarius North Node, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Trying to clear some of these cards out of my way here so I can have space to push them up. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is what you're learning during the season, because the 9th house, which is the Sagittarius house, is about spiritual teachers, education, what you're learning, and stuff like that, traveling, and basically main thing there is what I just said, or even religious belief systems and teachings and stuff like that. So that's why I'm not surprised to even see the Hierophant there, because there is some of this stuff tied into your education or you moving up in society and stuff like that, that is causing part of this emotional turmoil here. What you're learning is perseverance, and I feel like you guys naturally do this because you're part of the fixed signs, so you have the patience and you've always persevered because you're strong, because you're stubborn. I feel like strength goes hand in hand with being stubborn, because when somebody is fixed in their way and they want something, somehow, no matter what it takes, and if that means they have to wait for 10 years, they will. So they naturally learn to develop the skills to persevere. And this season, you're really tapping into this energy of perseverance. You're realizing that you can withstand anything because you always have. You have the patience to work through and reach the mountaintop. That's what this is saying. You never give up, and because you don't give up, good luck is always following you. My Aquarius North Node, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The spirits are saying that you're realizing that you have many gifts, and this is one of the greatest gifts that you have. People don't realize it, that having the gift of patience and persevering through hardship is one of the hardest things that one can just go through, because it's embedded in strength and courage, and people forget that, right? And then I'm also seeing here that you're realizing that you are the messenger, okay? And that is why you have all this teaching, writing, being a speaker, all part of your life purpose. Some of you have spiritual messages for the masses, and being an Aquarius North Node, you're supposed to be working with the people. You know, you're here for the people. You're here to fight for the people. You're here to stand by what is right for humanity. So I'm not surprised to see that you are the messenger, and you're finding that out for a lot of you during this season, that you have a lot to say. You know, you have a lot to say. You have a lot of visions, greater visions for humanity that is surfacing at this season. Okay, it's bringing it up. Okay, and it's not a coincidence, because the 9th house, Sagittarius house, is about the preachers, you know, about the knowledge givers and the spiritual teachers. So it's in alignment. Okay, all right, so that's what you're learning. And the destiny helper that you have is, you have the air element, which is your element that you need to embrace, and the moon. This to me is talking about you understanding your mind, you know, how it works, you know, using your intelligence, and also understanding how to communicate that, you know, whatever you're processing within yourself. This simply also means that you need to use air to calm your energies down, which means breathing exercises could be very helpful for you. This could also mean that being around other air signs is stimulating to your mind. Reading, researching, all this is connected to the air element. All right, getting into your telepathic energy, trying to hear thoughts and all that stuff is all helpful for you, you know, as your destiny helper. But it's also talking about you embracing yourselves. Those of you that this is a general reading for, this is about you embracing your element, and you knowing that you're stronger when you are in your own element. Okay, things that are connected to the air element. All right, and all the stuff that you don't understand, you can get it through your mental capacity, because that's what you have naturally. You just need time to sit through it and try to uncover the things that are hidden from you, that stresses you out, that you're trying to understand, by just researching and doing what you do best, thinking about it. Okay, using your mental power. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, now the next thing here is whether you are in alignment. Okay, Spirit is saying some of you are and some of you are not. You have yes and no. Some of you females are pregnant, or the males, you've impregnated somebody. Some of you need to relocate or go somewhere that you've been, you know, holding yourself back, and Spirit is saying you need to take that leap. You need to go do what you got to do, because it's in alignment with your life purpose. Okay, so these are things that Spirit just kind of threw at me, so I had to just give it as I saw it, you know. And looking at the cards that you have, there's a lot of, you know, things that you're really trying to understand here and bring balance to, and you feel like you need to be treated fairly, you know. It could be about all of this stuff, you know, your promotion, your job, things not, you know, you worrying about not getting what you deserve. You know, I feel so inclined to attach it to the promotion issues and you being around certain people that may try to take advantage of you. Spirit is like, they got you. You know, you are in a stage where your soul is working itself out, where nobody's going to teach you. Everything is going to balance itself out at the end of the day. Besides, you're also learning something about balancing your energies, knowing when to act and when to receive, knowing when to retract, to be quiet, and when to speak, using your action and your masculine and your feminine energies the right way, so you're not out of control, you know, like raging out of control, you know, like that. You know, you don't want to bust out like that. So you are applying a lot of wisdom to how you want to balance things out and how you feel about everything at this time, because there is a deep transformation that is happening, some endings that is opening new doors for you to get into more alignment and have better understanding and grow from all of this. Okay, so I can understand that this is some tough energies that you're dealing with when it comes to your life purpose. But like I said, it's kind of split. Some of you are, some of you aren't. Those of you who are out of course, you know, I feel like after you go through this transformation, you would find yourself again, because at the bottom of that deck we had the Chariot here. So there is some winning energy that I feel that may happen for a lot of you here. Okay, all right, the overall blessings that this season is bringing for you guys is that you rediscover your magic all over again, which is really, you know, connected to what you're learning. Okay, and you gain back your freedom again. Underneath the deck, I also see that, you know, your independence will be returned to you, and you would, a lot of you will find out that you are old souls. Okay, all right. So you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of strength and power to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need anybody like that, you know, to take care of yourself. You know, after all, you belong to the base chakra, so you know how to bust what you need to bust to get where you want to get to. So I really like this blessing that's coming for you, because it's setting you free. You regain your freedom again. You would like I said, realize how strong you are to withstand any situation and changes that are coming at you, you know, because you have that magic, you have that, you know, spiritual gift, and that all of the wisdom that you need to foresee things way ahead of time before they happen. As soon as you get into your mind and think clearly about things, you realize that you do know what to do all the time. Aquarius North Nodes, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So that's all that I have for you guys for your North Nodes this season. I am glad to have you, and thank you so much, and I'll see you all next month. Bye.